skits and more, and we had an opportunity to catch up with him and hear what he had to say before they took the stage.
All right, Expert Chief, you have a message for your opponents today.
All I'm going to say is watch your back, because I'm going to be right behind you, and I know how you build, and I know how you play. I've been studying, okay? And I'm really sneaky. That's all I'm going to say. All right? This is especially to you, Tifu.
What I find funny about that is as he's calling out Tifu, I don't know if you saw, Tifu was right over his shoulder, and he started nodding when he said, "That's for you, Tifu." It's like Tifu's like, "Yeah, come get some, let's go." But onto one of our last duo pairings, we have Edwin Hodge and Fraps. Fraps is a German YouTuber. He's been around the scene for a long time, makes a ton of content. And Edward Hodge, the actor, best known as playing Dante Bishop in the Purge film series. Breaking the Dance moves out right there, and is the only actor to appear in all of the first 3 films, and he says he is addicted to golf.
What they have to do, and whether those golf skills translate, whether Fraps can carry through with his experience on YouTube and creating content and all sorts of creative stuff as well.
And I mean, he has been around since quite literally the very beginning. We're talking season 1, season 2, making content over in Germany. He has been all about it and pressing forward. And I mean, this group, this entire pairings, all of them are so fun to be around in their own way. And when they all will interact on the island, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some of the starting island shenanigans that happened before, and I'm just pumped for when we get out there and to see how some of these players interact, because you can already tell there's some bad blood out there. There's some people calling each other out. Wildcat, right away Edwin Hodge calling out Tifu, like they're saying, no, we're coming for it. I've also seen a number of these pairs. Hey, One Shot Girl and Chandler, they were in the practice room every single opportunity they got. They were down there, they were playing duos, they were doing everything they can. Call-outs were there. I mean, you know Nick is going to bring his all as well. Nick A30 played and competed with One Shot Girl in the creative showdown. I mean, he's pumped to be there.
Yeah, he's pumped to be there. We also have all sorts of players who competed last month at the Summer Block Party. Aiden, partner. Celebrities, you're going to have a blast watching this. I can't wait to get the action as well.
And I mean, one thing, you think of just like some of the DJs who are out there. Phantoms, Alice in Wonderland, Wax Motif, just like all of these guys. I know just naming some of them who I'm a little more familiar with and listen to, but I just am so excited. And plus all the actors, you got basketball players, and I don't want to say more importantly, but all of the Fortnite players as well, who are so incredible. And oh my, what is that? Oh, okay, so that is your reigning Pro-Am champion. Pro-Am #1. Airwalks and RO Prime on the other side. Summer Block Party. And I mean, they're allowed to win a circle.
Our Rob in the winner circle. He's there too. See what they have for us, of course. Everybody ready to get the Pro-Am started.
To get it started, but not without these 2 marquee players. And just listen to the crowd. They're excited to be there. They're ready to play. These are people at the top of the game. Qualified for the World Cup. RL Crime is out there. Ninja and Marshmallow, the original hard players. They're able to take the first Pro-Am. Zeke, what do you got for us over on the stage with our reigning champions?
Gentlemen, Fortnite fans around the world, we couldn't do this without our reigning Pro-Am champions. The Summer Block Party Pro-Am champion, Airwax. Gentlemen, any words to your competition?
Good luck.
Your 2018 Pro-Am champions, Ninja and Marshmallow. The duo is back together. Ninja, I'll come to you. Mel, I know you don't like to talk, but any words for
you know, we just want to say good luck to you guys as well, to everyone who's participating, and you know, I hope we end up meeting in the finals in one of the last games.
There you have it. Gentlemen, if you'll take the stage, the Pro-Am is about to begin.
for you.
They're going down.
I'm coming for you.
Better watch out, all right?
Me and you.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Wombo comedy, wombo comedy, wombo comedy, wombo comedy. 90s, 90s. Watch out, watch out. 90s, 90s. Hunt them down, I'm gonna lay them out. 90s. You can smell the floor, boys. 90s. That is intimidating. 90s. Plan is to lose. 90s. They're going down. We're winning this today. 90s. That was intense. 90s. Looking for it, and he got it! Oh my God! Middle of the D. What? He got it! Here it is! He's got it! Yes! That's it! Hit to the head run of it! Typical gamer! That just happened! Pushing forward, forcing the activity. Oh! Damage over the shield. Lucky is down and nothing! And ate it!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fortnite Pro-Am Part 3. I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Phase here, the Boniqua Boys, back in our hometown of New York City. And we couldn't be more excited to call the action here today because it's going to be a good one. The players loaded up on the stage. Monster, I think we're going to be in for a banger today.
Yes, we are. Banger like that track. Mike Realm just dropped some beats on us. That was so fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean,
We got all kinds of stuff ready for you guys today. That's for sure.
I've known Xavier Woods for a very long time.
And we got him here, and we're ready. So, just like that.
Well, let's go through the format and see how this whole thing's going to work. These guys that are joining us for the first time. Lays out. When you get
also my duo partner is playing with his duo partner for the World Cup tonight, so they're about to take over. Interesting how that works.
Second place players. But then feed 3, you're going to get Ninja and Marshmallow. And then in feed 4, you're going to get Airbox and RL Prime. So this way, you can see our defending champions in their perspective and how they're going to coordinate. You also got Nick at 30, Max Carver. Let's not forget about Courage and Sean O'Malley, Doigby, and Cody Walker. And then for the Latin American community, you're going to have Anderson Silva. So lots of great perspectives there. Also Asia as well. It's going to be Ellie and his duel. So there's going to be a bunch of perspectives for you to check out. Fortnite.com/watch. Don't forget about that. And have some fun. Have some fun watching this event. It's going to be a good time.
By the way, I love, because if you're a fan of any of those guys, you can literally see their points of interest, which is super dope.
Yeah, exactly. You can learn from some of the best that play this game, especially the Fortnite. They're now going to be on the island, loading up, getting ready to go. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I want to get into this. I'm going to get there eventually, of course. And I have to wonder, you know, what other duos are going to be standing out? Because Tifu had mentioned Closey, him and Whit Lowry. To be able to upset some people here, but he didn't really do it at the last Pro-Am. Closey was kind of quiet at that event. I want to see him turn up, especially here in New York City, because you know he lives like right here.
You know, and I'm also excited for Yoshi. Yoshi represents some of the Solari cast. It's a pleasure seeing him come out here, commentate. But you know what? Someone representing from a stance out here playing. So I'm gonna root for Yoshi and Freddie Estroma as well. Yeah, the French community loves him. Always got to give him some extra props.
You saw for a second there, courage. So perhaps there could be some shenanigans, maybe sabotage.
Oh boy.
I think Bo's probably Jack in a variety of ways.
They actually even slammed Tim the Tapman over to the left of Lupo as well. So that's an interesting lineup right there.
You never keep them separate from one another.
Nope.
You know, you never keep them separate. There's a lot of control players too. And while control players, obviously I'm control gang, always going to represent. I want to see how they play out. I think we got a few pro control players like Aiden, who I had picked before. That's right. Get into a box. Aiden has qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in the duo side. Airwalks as well, another dominant player. We have a lot of players here that have qualified for the big event, and they're going to look to prove a point, I think, which is going to be the best part. Not only because they're going to play in that competition, but they're also going to get this warm-up opportunity. Crowd here to Arthur Adams. That's a little bit of an advantage.
You know, at the end of the day, as long as they can prepare, that's what we love to see. Like you said, there is a lot riding on the line here, right? It's all about earning that respect and or keeping it. Because end of the day, these
yeah, the golden Creighton pickaxe that we've given out in the past. You see players warming up, getting ready, getting comfortable. A few other duos to talk about was Pi and Detonator. Detonator, I don't know what that video was, but it made me mildly uncomfortable. So, and the fact that he's not wearing a shirt.
Came out, you know, got the couple buttons down in the front, you know,
yes.
Letting it breathe.
Yeah, letting it breathe a lot. I don't know. That one certainly threw me off. There's Marshmallow. You know, he doesn't really like to talk that much, so I wonder how he's going to communicate with Ninja. They've done it once before, though. They've done it once before.
A couple emotes right there for Marshmallow, so maybe he's just showing off the controller. Yeah, that's right. Give him a little ring. Making sure it's all good. He's going to let the gameplay do the talking.
I appreciate that he's also going to be using his own skin as well, so...
Oh, you have to.
You have to. If you have a skin in the game, you got to go for it.
A little ego boost right there, you know?
Yeah, that's
I had to. You went with Aiden. I figured we
I know Papa Nick Merckx, who's out there, probably got really mad at me that I didn't pick Nick to win. But it's okay though. It's all for the storylines. Hopefully he understands. Nick, what does he bring to the table?
I mean, as long as he can keep his cool, head. Nick, I know you hear us from here. Stay calm and do what you do, man. He's such a great player. Love to see him.
Yeah.
Pretty fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He wanted to create a show.
He had his moment of victory.
He had. So he's clearly capable of being able to do this, being able to win on the big stage in front of a crowd. There's Detonator again. Just, you know,
he looks so ready.
And you know, I'm actually impressed playing with a keyboard and mouse. I thought that Detonator would have his own. Okay. There's a lot of dialogue being exchanged there. Also, talk about Detonator's bang. I'll never be able to do that. Ever. That's a hard one.
Looks like he's
is he yelling at his own teammate as well?
Yeah, definitely.
At some point. There's Ewok Jordan Fisher. This is a duo that actually I think is going to be very, very good in this one because they Jordan told me yesterday they've been practicing, they've been putting in the work, and I think that's a squad that can go very, very far. Very, very far. Well, while we get ready and get things started up here, folks, we have another interview on the stage. We got Mackenzie Borg along with my buddy, Fear itself, with Pookie. What's going on?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am just all over the place today. I'm having to talk to some incredible players. That is absolutely right. I am down here with and Fear itself. Now, I have to be honest, you don't really put off a very fearful vibe, so we're gonna have to work on that. You gotta get the eyes, you know, it's all about the eyes. But you are no stranger to events like this. Going into today, how are you gonna carry your previous experience into the event today?
It is true. I'm a little bit of an old man, a veteran in the game. I mean, I was doing this 15 years ago in much smaller stadiums, but it's all the same. Having like in-person LAN experience is very key in this atmosphere. So I'm just gonna like channel that inner professional gamer when I was a young buck back in the day, and hopefully it shows.
Love it so much. Now you, Mackenzie, on the other hand, you have performed on the big stage multiple times. You were a contestant on American Idol, so you are not nervous at all. But I want to know, have you ever played Fortnite? I mean, you were in the other pro-am, but playing Fortnite in front of all these people, it's got to be different than singing.
Yeah, it's much different. I feel like singing in front of a lot of people, I'm comfortable. It's what I'm, with a guitar, I'm like super chill, but here it's like, just don't want to let Fear down, and we're trying to do well.
Well, we have a few musical emotes, so if anything gets a little bit too crazy for you at any moment in time, maybe you could play those for him and calm him down a little bit. That might help. Now, have you two played together at all? Do you have any kind of strategy going into today?
We practice a total of about an hour before this event. So we got all the practice, all the strats in the world. Don't you worry about it, Pookie.
Oh, and you just, I guess, don't want to tell me about it, right?
Yeah, top secret stuff.
Oh, goodness. All right, I might be able to get a little bit out of you later. But in terms of, you know, taking your experience from the previous pro-am that you just played in the summer, what are you going to do the same, differently? Anything you're going to want to tell me about?
I think I'm more prepared now for the chaos and the hecticness between like the crowd, the subwoofers in the stage, and just the overall volume. It's not like sitting on my couch at home playing Fortnite. It's a different experience.
It's definitely different. I mean, if you want to it'll be great.
I'm trying to get into the more serious, flipping the switch. And Fear's got the switch, I'm switching it.
My goodness, well, you guys heard it here first. These guys are locked in, so I'm going to let them get a little bit more practice. Golden Boy and Monster, back to you guys in a minute.
Thank you so much, Pookie, for that one for itself. I've had the opportunity of commentating many of his victories in the past across a variety of games. He's humble. He goes up there and he's humble, but this guy, when he needs to pull off big wins, he certainly can do it. And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe. Playing out there, feels chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. You know, maybe after a couple, pull it all together. That's what I think A30 with enough experience, I really think they can overcome anything.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy. Positive monster. You love to see
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously, I heard you in the Creative Showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about
We're not going to go back to that. We're not going to go back to that.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really what I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have the pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high. And I picked it up. It is actually a heavy belt.
Had the opportunity right here. I totally should lift it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game. The moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go. It starts right now. Here we go.
I so great right there. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because we're gonna crown one of these guys either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So. Sure, and as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right?
Totally
Shy's
could
gonna
be
hate
a
me.
yum.
Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. So then the other half of the Girthquake. There's Tim the Tap Man. So you're gonna land over by Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms, a great spot to land monster. Tons of loot, tons of resources, great rotational opportunities from there as well.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim the Tap Man and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house specifically known as the John Wick Mansion down in the basement. There's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to the West World is what we like to call it over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of a skirmisher.
Yeah, you got Osculords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tech SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Revel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weakened there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage as well. This is going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Revel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. The first elim.
The first was Sinner. We actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch
man.
on it, unfortunately. But that was the first limit.
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh,
right
man, we
away.
really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel I'm sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over, right? You can always get the reboot card. He can come back here. But for now, Lost King Nyx is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. Now we're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow, who this is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's I believe there's going to be some ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use, I believe.
Yeah, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But, you know, what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, the Lazy Lagoon. That is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. West. Make a way now.
We're going to be seeing a lot of Sinnoh and O-King. Do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we flew out to.
Here, but unfortunately they're going to be taking some damage from the Stinks. Having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that Stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green bar. Now, player though is going to be tucked away in the corner. King and Sinnoh, they're two top players. They know how to work together here. Try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here, a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 830 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. And then King is going to get out. King's going to get out of there.
Team that's working dangerous on an touch base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. It's like his partner is down. He's on him. He's on the quad. Can he get away?
Get away! Oh, no!
Okay. Right here.
Horseman. Oh, and he just tagged up. He tagged up the quad a few times. Did manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided a little bit more for him there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. He just such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Going to have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and they're going to be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
They did convert it right there, and a little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his rifle so that crosshair kind of tightens up just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. so many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro game, right? And you have the pros, the counterparts helping. He's confidently ready to push as well, right?
Exactly, and then we saw a big mark right there on the corner of your screen for a moment. Continuing to look at the players on the other side here. JT Brown, get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe get a connection perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence too. You can tell in the movement. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single pro that we've had. So no strangers. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. But you got to think about this. The Storm, as it pushes on in, now these players, you're going to take a little bit of damage here. But you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Junk Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle is going to be pushing in, centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yes, he does not want to play around here. He does not have it. He has a glider redeploy. I mean, he can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, who's that? Bye también.
You did better. I didn't even try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but I'm over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent.
I can pull it.
I know you can. Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the Summer Block Party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. With the Mauler and the Shadow Bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. A few players are going to be around here as well. Just kind of take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you don't even need to use your words. You just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly, and that's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. Just going to lay down some fire. Can't quite connect, but it's all good. Can she get a couple more shots? If they catch an advantage, we saw what she did last time to Jordan Fisher in the previous 2019 Pro-Am, right? The last one that just passed by when she made her debut. She pushed all the way across the field. She showed.
Ewok gets very aggressive.
She will get down.
Living up to that Ewok name. In that last Pro-Am, but now we're going over to Neon. Neo tilted. Jungle Chandler Riggs. You can see Kyle K and Kyle Kaplan up above. Okay. Crowd pop for him, and he'd come out. Kyle Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on.
He's trying to throw us off at all.
You know, I wouldn't use this, right? That's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, dude, I'll push him right now.
Exactly.
Right?
You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players see and are like, wait a minute, maybe. But if a lot of people have studied Ninja's gameplay, he is going to go over to the where marshmallow. There's been a lot of activity. I like to see, right? You and I, we've been
West, right? They were there to get their top and the crazy
deny them any kind of pressure to be able to build up to the top. Very close. That mid
actually know us, the duo. But after this tournament, I hope that everyone here knows who we are.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again to both of you. I hope to see you win a few more games. But what we're going to do now is we're going to throw it over to Sundown, who's going to break down some of the gameplay. Sundown?
Thank you so much, Pookie. I'm standing by here with Nick Merckx and Mario now. First, I got to say, Mario, what is it like competing on this stage, playing Fortnite, compared to playing in the NBA and competing against some of the best athletes in the world?
I mean, these players are here the best of the best, you know, and in NBA, of course, it's like the best of the best players in the world. So it's kind of same in that way, but I mean, just enjoying here in front of our fans over here. I was in New York actually last year, so, you know, I'm kind of home, so.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Now, Nick, I'm going to ask you about some of the gameplay we just saw in that last match. You're actually able to catch a really nice double elimination onto some key targets and then get a good rotation out. So let's roll the clip and we'll kind of take a look. What was going through your mind when you were able to catch those? Because you played a little bit slower over the course of the game and then you were able to set yourself up with the angle. So what was going on?
Just trying to get on the strong end of the circle, using the impulse grenades. We both used them at the same time to get on the strong end. So what we did was we bounced across, we got lucky with the circle, and we looked for the players that are rotating late. And we got lucky, man. We had a couple players rotating way too late, and we just tagged them up. They were easy kills, you know?
Very well done there. And also, I just want to give you a shout out. The grow up from you, we go way back, competing in the Gears of War stage. He actually was the one who knocked me out at my very first tournament ever. So being on this stage, Nick, what's it like, man? What's that journey been like for you?
We've been here for a minute, man. I mean, it's really cool to see a lot of our same friends working for Epic and setting all of this up and being a part of this and being in the industry. I kind of feel like a grandpa, you know? We've been in it for a minute, and it's a good feeling.
Yes, it's a good feeling. Good luck in the rest of your matches. Now, come on, get in here. Give a hug. Give a hug, man, Mario. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely amazing from these guys. As I said, good luck in the rest of the matches. We're going to throw it back on over to the desk with Monster and Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Sundown. That's right. You know, a lot of folks here go way, way back, and that's always a fun time when everyone's able to get together, hang out, reminisce on the good times. But we're here and now, and right now it is currently Sinnoh and O'King's time because they won game number one. Let's take a look at the standings when we get a moment to see where we are currently, because as we know, that victory from the South Korean duo, hey, let's not forget, Sinnoh, this is a guy that nearly qualified for the World Cup a few times now. A lot of talent. And I'm just glad that people, they said it right, that we want people to know who we are. And I just want people to know who these players are because they're so good. They're so talented.
Yeah, without a doubt, when you guys obviously get this translated, no, the competitive community absolutely know who these players are right here.
For
and
sure.
you guys deserve every ounce of respect, especially from the public. But we have some standings. Let's
That's
see.
right.
Let's see where these players are, Golden Boy.
That's right. Let's take a look at the standings. Where we are right now. Who is going to be behind in this one, right? So it's going to be, it's going to be Airwalks and RL Grind. Picked up 7 eliminations out of that game. All right. Courage, Sean O'Malley in 5th place. You got, let's not forget about Garber Reaver and Gelty in 4th, and Robles and Chigua in 3rd. Tifu and Nav in 8th place. I'm jumping around here, just looking at some of the players that we've talked about. Maybe some have had unfortunate circumstances become them, like Tifu. Got hit with the trap.
And we saw Ellie earlier today, right? He just pointed at the camera, walked off, representing for JP, Japan, right?
That was a good interview.
Good to see him in the top 10 right here. But as we move on to the second page, and just take a look here, all of your favorite content creators, couple of elims on the board. It's not bad at all.
No, not at all. It's only game one. You have plenty more to go here. Ninja and Marshmallow in 14th place. We covered them quite a bit in that last game because they stayed put at pressure plant and did not really need a reason to ever rotate around. Because of that, Ninja was able to punish a few players flying in the sky, kind of like when you caught Tim the Tap Man midair.
Yep.
That infantry rifle was huge for him. Maybe he's going to be able to do that again. Obviously, let's see how the circle works in your favor. But that's it Game 1 is behind us. Now it's time for game number 2. Come on, New York City. Do these two New Yorkers proud. Let's start to make some noise and get hyped. Detonator's excited. I'm excited too. The countdown is about to begin. Who is going to come out on top in game 2? Here we go. The battle bus is flying over the island, and we're going to get a good trajectory here. Going over the ice biome, Bipolar Peak, making its way over to Lonely Lodge.
That's right. It's cutting straight across the map. Straight in half like a fresh New York pizza. It's straight down the middle right here. And everyone's going to get their take of the slice. I love making
I like that pizza reference, bro.
You just have to. It's too easy. They're just giving out here. You can't be in New York and not make the pizza reference.
Gotta make the pizza reference. And also, Chinkin, if you're listening to me, you fold the pizza. You don't eat it. You don't eat
the question is, do you flip it upside down on the cheese side or
no? Man,
no,
just fold it straight up.
Just asking. Some people they advocate for that kind of stuff.
Those people are crazy.
Take a look here. You see Detonator floating on by. Marshmallow right there. No surprise. They're going right back to Lazy Lagoon. That's going to be their hometown. And they're getting landed on, by the way. You take a look at that map. There are some players nearby. Our champs, Sinnoh and O-King. I think everyone wants to see them here.
Yeah, that is a problem. There is a player that landed lazy. We'll keep tabs of that later. Here's the game 1 winner. Sinnoh, O-King, the lucky landing spot. You're going to get a few options all the way in the back, remember. So you're going to be all the way back here by Lucky. You can go to Fatal if you want to get some more loot. Maybe you want to push over to the desert biome, go to Paradise Palms, potentially where the circle is going to populate. We're going to find that out in a few seconds here as well. So this is when key decisions are going to have to be made. And lucky them that they went to Lucky Landing, because the circle literally lands right at the edge. So they're good. They're good for that push. They have a lot of real estate to work with, Monster.
Call that winner's luck, all right? These guys have the nice lead.
There's beginner's luck and then there's winner's luck. This is winner's luck.
Winner's luck is a thing, right? Sometimes things just go your way, and then you're the winner.
That's true. Never happens to me. Breaks my heart. One day. I've seen it happen to you a few times, though. You've gotten a few...
Hey, I'm here, aren't I? Like, look at
you got some shields. I don't know where in chess. When I watch your stream, very questionable. Like, that's not fair. Right when you needed it. How's that even possible?
Happens to the best of us. But
like, you just don't have a response. You're just like that.
But, you know, I don't judge. I just take my blessings.
I respect that, man. Some chug splashes there. Going to bring everyone up to a decent amount there for the shields. Some eliminations already. We lost 2 duos already. Going over now to Paradise Palms. Same duos that were here before, sticking to these drops. You got Dead Drevel along with Oscar Lod. Oh, nice shots.
Shots down. Did he connect there, though?
No, he didn't, but at the very least, so he was on target, that player. Did manage to move around there. Hear that Shadow Bomb go out, and Dead Drevel had to have heard that, which is the reason why he's going to start pushing up here. Doesn't have the resources for a full fight. So he's going to be playing around this natural structure. And he needs to just farm up. Osculot's going to be taking a lot of damage as well. Going to have to get out of the fight. 34 HP remaining. He's going to need to rely on his teammate. Does not land that shot with the hand cannon. But Dead Drevel's there for the follow-up. That's Business Boy. Oh, but Business is closed down, unfortunately for him. Dead Drevel's going to be out of this one, but not dead yet.
Did get peeked right there, so he has to be careful. Oscar just looking. And Frizz has got such a good, position on them, and he even has shield. This is just like that. Now he's at 72 extra shield, so he's doing just fine. That jump shotgun, perfect for being chest to chest, get right up in a player's face and doing tons of damage.
And it's early game, so Frizz can get Business Boy's card, bring it back into the fight. Oh, the revive's going through. You see it, the pickup. Oh, but Osculot heard it, so had to get out of the fight. Frizz gonna go for the follow-up, but Frizz is gonna take a bunch of damage, down to 80 HP. Player's gonna jump for the fight there. Been a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately, Frizz is gonna get the better, and that's 2 eliminations, and that duo is gonna be out of the game.
2 huge eliminations, and just a little fun fact, I'm sure his girlfriend will be proud. It says here, they both have pink hair.
Okay. I don't know what it's like to have pink hair. I have to talk to Ninja about that one. I know he did that for a little while. It won't look good on me, and also I don't really have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to break it.
And speaking of someone with not a lot of hair, Dr. Lupo on your screen right now. Just messing around.
That was a low blow. No, here we go.
As Fortnite's resident senior citizen, I'll take it. I feel like I'm also a part of the geriatric gamer program.
Actually, this is our first time seeing the Storm Sniper in play here.
That's right. Just came out the other day, and it is, I think that players probably want to go with something. Okay, Dr. Lupo isn't actually the oldest caster for Fortnite. That's Grandpa Golden Boy. Really, guys? Really, you had to do me dirty like that?
Fun fact.
In my hometown?
Exposed.
In my hometown, of all places? It's all right, though. I still love you guys. It hurts a little bit. Just stings. Stings the nostrils just a little bit. Dr. Lupo.
I'll bandage it.
Yeah, thanks, bud. He's going for the birthday cakes as well. Another thing that had actually just come out, celebrate Fortnite's 2-year birthday. We've been playing this game for a little while. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Share with us how you're going to be enjoying the event, whose stream you're going to be looking at when you go to Fortnite.com/watch. We want to hear from you. Make sure you're talking about it. Also, you're going to get that fancy little picture on the side when you use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Just Fortnite World Cup. There's Sigla, along with Dr. Lupo. They're just going to loot around Salty Springs. A lot to get around here. What are your thoughts on Salty, Monster?
Oh, I love Salty. It's one of my favorite places to land. Mainly because that back house, man, it's nothing more rewarding than landing on the ledge, getting a weapon through the window seal, and just picking up an easy elimination on someone who goes for the chest on the roof or something like that.
Salty is like the bane of my existence when I rotate out of Fatal. I never want to cross Salty because you always have a player that's going to be so stacked with so much to work with. Things have certainly slowed down here. Making our way now to Fatal Fields. Speaking of, wow. There's Sinnoh with King in the. This is awesome.
The strats.
This is like a Flossin level play here.
I'm loving it. Oh, he hears someone nearby, Golden Boy.
Don't stay down. Stay down.
Uh-oh.
Stay down.
This is, you know, this is not the duo you want to move next
no,
to.
This
there it is.
This is not the duo you want to do that to. Okay, so they're going to try and get around there, right above them. Oh, no. But Moyer is going to be taking so much damage, down to 80 HP.
He's still going for it. He's going all the way. He wants the top here. He takes high ground. It's actually his.
Oh, but the bush manages to repel the damage. It takes one shot clean and nothing else.
That was one. Can he hit the other right there?
He's going to have that green tack. Oh, no. And it's going to be the duo that won game one. Oh, King and Sinnoh. That eliminate another duo. I mentioned it. They go lucky. They get all the loot, win the fights out of there, make their way to Fatal. Plenty more loot to grab.
And naturally, they're just going to cut straight north to the zone. And we saw how many eliminations they had last time. They want to fight. If you're a competitor here today, you have to be careful being near Lucky Landing. They somewhat claim that spot, but here we have Faris. Brandon Rogers, down comes the shots here. Let's see how it's going to go down here. They're at the easternmost part of the map. We have Jacob and Faris kind of moving back and forth, listening for cues. I think he hears him nearby, yet he's looking for Jacob now.
Oh, man.
Jacob's by himself.
Yeah, that's the problem. Jacob's going to be alone inside of the natural cover. There you see the circle favoring Sinnoh and O-King. We could see back-to-back winner here, Monster, with the way that circle lands. It's right over Salty and Fatal Field, so that favors Dr. Lupo and Sinnoh. Oh, no, but Graham Rogers goes in for the fight. Faris has got to pick up his teammate here. He's got to have his back. Jacob gets it. Boogie Bomb goes out, but doesn't connect. Probably trying to overtake that wall there. Jacob, wisely enough, is going to get out of that fight. That player's going to be down. The Stinks forcing anyone that will hang around. Needs to confirm that elimination. There you go. That's going to be a ton of loot for Jacob to get, but Faris is looking at him right above him on top of the rooftop.
He wasn't ready in time there to put the shots on him, so unfortunately he did miss. He goes for that side combat shot and breaks the wall right there.
Oh, man, this is not looking good here for Jacob. Faris gets his teammate's card. Does he have to get out of the fight? Oh, Jacob taking a fight to Faris. You like to see that one. Go for the fight, but look at the storm. It's starting to push in. Some decisions need to be made here. This fight is going to happen right by that storm.
Popping that early med kit, he knows.
He's got a few seconds to work with.
Well, he's actually lucky. The zone isn't quite pressuring yet, so he figures, hey, you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to heal right back up, and now the advantage is all his again.
Slight lead here. He's looking for him. Finds right in front of him. Oh, man. You just don't expect that. You're hearing all this movement around you. You don't know where the attack is going to come through. And they're just dodging and dipping around one another.
Such an intense battle, and Faris still has heals left. That might have been his last heal there.
Oh, the
Jacob
quad.
decides, you know what? It's time to back up.
Take the trusty quad, get out of there.
Long.
Yeah, no reason for you to push that fight. You have your teammate's card. Then we go on forward, and you got Slogoman, who just got beamed. Beamed.
Marshmello with the snipe?
Marshmello. Okay. I respect that. Marshmello's been surprising me. Are we sure? Are we sure that that's Marshmello underneath the mask? I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I was gonna say,
he puts in a ton of work in this game. Look at this shot there for Marshmello. Boom! Nailed him. Marshmello, man. What a beast.
Marshmello here to make the highlights, all right? Don't sleep on it.
They're going for a two-time championship. I get it.
Absolutely. When we saw them, they were in 14th place, mainly because you didn't quite get enough placement points. The eliminations were there. They were right in 14th, so with the way they're racking up more elims, that's going to be, again, just securing a more comfortable lead. If you can get in that cadence of just getting points consistently, you'll find yourself in the late game. Mr. Fresh Asian, we saw in the feed, he actually took out Cody Walker as well.
3 eliminations for Mr. Fresh Asian. He's got that golden combat shoddy. Such a powerful weapon. You hear the movement around here. Some nades as well.
He doesn't know any of this. This is a scary box to be in when you don't own anything. It's One Shot Girl and Chandler Riggs, who's just nearby.
Another great
Slayer,
duo.
and the Slayer 360, I believe, is in a bush. Not so, not too far either.
That's the Golden Boy strat right there. Hide in the bush. Don't do anything for the entire game. Trust me, it works like 60% of the time. It works every time.
Every time, 60% of the time. You know the math, guys. Don't count it.
You don't have to question me. So Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl, they're going to play this more defensive posture, this positioning here. They have no eliminations right now, and we're at 35 duels remaining. So it's going to take a while for those placements to go through. And then One Shot Girl just gets obliterated. Her health is gone. Now down to 5 HP. Chandler Riggs playing around the corner, trying to utilize a little bit of that right-hand advantage, but it is not coming to fruition there. Mr. Fresh Asian is going in for the push now, and this isn't looking good for this duo monster. Our heroes could fall right here, right now, as Mr. Fresh Asian is looking to get 5 eliminations on the board, gets ownership of the wall, and what a shot there from Mr. Fresh Asian. That's elim number 4.
That was so filthy. Took the wall just like that, an instant edit, no mistakes made. The Slayer 360, he's finally given up his bush. He's actually now exposed himself.
Sometimes you gotta abandon the bush. It's okay.
He's gotta give it up. He did take his opportunity to try and pop some shots. Mr. Asian did look over in that distance. He knows there's someone there. Now it's Marshmello and Ninja rotating across here, because they're going to find themselves right outside the box here.
Of course, if you're not familiar with Mr. Fresh Asian, he is
He's going to need a little more stamina to keep up with Myth here in the Fortnite world.
the idea of running a marathon crosses my mind.
Oh my.
It makes me sweat.
What kind of party do we have here, Golden? Chihua sitting right next to Alexia Ray and Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones at the start of this entire thing said, hey, you know, he's here for the ladies representing. He's got her gun ready. Someone's out.
She's in a box. Sneaky plays here from Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. That player had no idea. That was crazy.
He got away. He took the launch pad. He got away.
You never suspect the people in the cornfield.
Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray, super sneaky plays here. Aaron Gordon's like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of keep my cool here, stick still. It's Ali A jumps back in the baller. He's out.
He's like, yeah, you better be careful, man. There's some crazy people in the cornfield. It's like The Shining out there. Look out for that. Okay, and they're crouched, so you won't be able to hear their movement. You have to really focus on it. They got there just the 8%. I like this strategy. They are eventually going to have to move here. Same thing for Ali A and Aaron Gordon, which for them, I'm sure that they're a little worried about where these players are going to be.
Listen, Ali A might be a famous YouTuber, and Aaron might be huge on the basketball court here, but you step to these two ladies right here, they're going to make you look like little boys. They are ready to fire away right now. They are so ready.
Okay, well, while that's going on over there, and I'm sure it's going to take a little while to come to fruition, we're going to have a classic battle here between Tifu and Ninja. Marshmallow's trying to play that support. Marshmallow taking a lot of damage, and he's got to get to his teammate. Nav is boxing around there. Marshmallow here against Tifu, and Marshmallow gets picked off. That seemed like it was coming off from the distance there, and Ninja has to get out of that fight. There's no reason to engage, and it's considered a third party from afar. Pyramid so that this way he can get the lay of the land. Fortnite's all about information. What can you get out of players rotating? Who can you punish if they're going to be out in the field exposed? That can give you some more eliminations. More eliminations means more points. Kind of like what Sinnoh's seeing right here. This guy is walking around by himself. He knows the players will be above him. He's hearing the shots that are happening above him. And Garborever over there as well.
I like that. Here comes an artillery strike right on Myth's head. He is in the fray here, but Myth also tons of mobility here. He's got the minis. There you go. He knows he's on camera. What's up, Myth? There you go.
Okay, so use the launch pad to get out, but he's in the sky, and those players are going to be hanging around him. He could get picked off. Dr. Lupo in the storm, but Dr. Lupo, no, unfortunately for him.
Overstood his welcome in the storm right there. It does manage to take him off. He secured the point before he was taken out there, but back to Myth. Myth's got 8 eliminations. He's so close to some placement here. Remember, they just have to get top 15 with the duo. There's only 20 duos remaining in the lobby here. The way this format works, it's similar to your other competitive formats that we've had over the weeks of qualifiers. Every elimination is a point.
Oh, a lot of great players are still going to be in this fight here. Monster Airwatch is in the fight. Grime as well. Symphony's in the Batman. Got Marksman Cloak, Aiden. He was taking a bunch of damage. He's going to go down from his teammate, Sean, who takes him out. Wow. Gets Nick a 30. Symphony finds Ellie. And here's Sinnoh, game 1 winner, still living his best life. Picking the fights that he needs to take. King gets an elimination as well. That's going to be 3 points for this duo. And he's letting these guys above him deal with him. Ninja having to take so many shots and play defense. He's running out of materials quickly. When those shots are coming through, you'll be shocked how quickly you're going to lose out on the wood, the metal, the brick.
Yeah, it really was a nightmare scenario for a second there. Forced to drop the campfire prematurely and go into the surf juice here. But they didn't forget about him as soon as he picks, he gets lasered down, and all of his health is now gone. And Tfue, perched up right here, is going to catch Sinnoh straight out the sky.
That is huge, Monster. He gets Sinnoh, the Game 1 winner. That was the pacemaker for the Game 2. And now it could be Tfue playing that strategy that we saw in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifiers. Going for the high ground. He's going to be by himself, though. 5 eliminations. Player right in front of him. Waits it out.
He's just looking for it here, Golden. Trying to see if he can find this shot, find the angle. This is what Tfue's known for. Playing for those early high ground position. Holds here, and he's not afraid to go for it. There it is. Chucks his way all the way across. Takes shots. Wow, this guy as well. And look, he's just going to 90 on up.
Great shot, has shockwave grenades, also has shadow bombs to utilize to his advantage if need be. Ninja's still going to be in a fight as well as Cloak. The high ground's been eliminated, but that player does manage to get above him. That's going to be Sean. That was Sean who goes all the way up to the top. Tfue's going to be playing in the mid-ground. Symphony right next to him. Jacob still in the fray as well. Saw him in that crazy battle earlier on. He's still in the action. And look at what's going on. That circle's going to be moving toward that mountain, which means players have to start making their way up.
You are seeing a truly competitive Airwalks, another World Cup qualifier, and he is going for this high ground, truly machoing up with the impulses. He wants it, he's going all the way. Look, he just built it back up.
That's Tfue's high ground, and he does stabilize there. Airwalks is looking to punish Tfue, and he does get above him there. There you see, right at the top. And then Myth is going to snake on out and just get to that side of the circle. Tfue taking damage. He has to be careful. He's in that shadow bomb state, so he can't build, but he needs to be quick with it. And he does manage to stabilize for at the time being. Ninja's going to be in a world of hurt as well. Look at his HP.
Will Tfue make the quick peek right here? He sees someone in the wall next to him. Myth actually forgot to edit, and now he's in the storm down to the bottom right. That might be the end for him.
Oh no, Myth, not like this. He tries to get out. He does manage to stay alive. Oh no, Myth is going to get picked off by Airwalks. Sean, Airwalks is weak as well. Jacob now has a high ground. Cloak and Tfue. Tfue said Cloak was a player he was worried about, and it could very well be the case here. He's looking around. Airwalks dealing with a lot. As Cloak, he's going to lose all his shields. We're going to have a proper 1v1v1 here. A 4-way battle as Tfue fights on out. Airwalks is going to be out of here. That's going to be Jacob who gets the better of him. Look at Tfue just try and hold this one off. It's now down here to the final 3 players.
Here we're going to see a quick Tfue versus Cloaksy moment or what? And Jacob's up in the high ground. You know he's not going to give him any freebies here. They have to go up the mountain.
Jacob is going to be the problem here, not Cloak. Here's Jacob looking for him to push around. He does manage to tag him. He gets a sizable amount of damage, but he loses the high ground in turn. He loses the high ground. Jacob, look. Oh!
The side shot of Cloaksy as the storm wraps up Tfue.
I lost my voice there. I lost my voice there, people. I'm too old for this. What a battle that was. Jacob with the win against 2 of Fortnite's premier players in Cloak and Tfue. Crazy battle.
Ninja slides off the mountain, falls to the zone. Airwalks goes down to Tfue's aggressive push. Wow. And in the final moments, it turns out it's Cloak versus Jacob. And here's the last moments, fatally leaving the back door open. And that's why Cloaksy goes down.
And Tfue ended up falling because of the storm. He couldn't get up the hill quickly enough. I mentioned before, that was a concern. When that storm started moving, the players that were down low, those are going to be the ones that suffered the most. I'm just shocked that Airwalks got picked off the way that he did. And Jacob, what a win for him. Huge victory. And again, against 2 fantastic players.
2 shotgun bullets left in the final moments right there.
Wow.
Just 2.
That was crazy. You know, okay, I think we had a good time with that one. New York City, what do you think about that last game? Because that was a pretty sick one. I think you can all agree with me on this one. Great matchup, through and through, Monster. What a start. I thought we were going to see 1v1 Tfue and Cloak, and I was going to lose my mind. I may have jumped off this stage. I don't even know what I was going to do with myself.
We were that close to that moment, but hey, let's not take it away from Jacob.
No, we're not at all.
Jacob really played it so well there. Airwalks is doing also just a great job of just chopping him down, chopping down Tfue, really being a pester. That could have been Tfue's game easily, but just pushed the wrong ones. Even Sean was giving a hard run.
The tone of the lobby changed as well when Sinnoh got eliminated.
Yes.
Right? Once people saw that pop up in the elimination feed, they knew They knew that there was going to be an opportunity because you get a player like that out of the fight and there's going to be free range, there's going to be movement to be had. But it was really the real winner of that match was the hill. Was the hill. Because once that hill started moving and the storm started creeping forward, you knew that so many players are looking up and they're like, ah, crap. I gotta have to deal with that
As
thing.
Sundown likes to say, good old man Mountain claims another.
Always gets his
pro
target. Always gets his target. That was a good one, folks. We're probably going to get some words from our winner in a little bit. They're probably getting themselves all collected. I think we all kind of need to collect ourselves after that one. I thought Jacob lost that, man. Because when he lost the high ground, I'm shocked that the wall didn't get placed in front. But I think he probably felt like he had that angle and he wasn't going to get clipped.
Yeah, Cloakzy really thought that he had the leverage, being that he just came over the mountain. He knew Cloakzy could not build in those, or Jacob, excuse me, couldn't build in those final moments. He had 0 builds. When you see that kind of, you read the player and they're not doing any builds like that, you're like, oh, I'm good. I came up a couple layers, I should be okay.
Yeah.
But he was at the top of the ramp. It didn't really matter where he was. He was going to get shot regardless, being that he didn't protect himself.
Yeah, you have to give yourself that wall there so that you don't get punished by those combat shotguns, which we mentioned so many times. That thing has a ton of range.
Yes.
He was playing that one from that like close to mid-range, and it will hit you like a hammer for a lot of damage. Before you know it, you're out of the game, you're back in the lobby, or you're going back to catering, So what a great matchup that was. Great moments through and through. Also, I believe it was Jacob that had that fight at the John Wick house.
Yes.
Against Ferris.
Yeah, it was a long, exaggerated battle.
Storyline right there, people.
Yeah, he was nearly taken out at the start of the game. What a comeback story for him right here.
Yeah.
All the way from the furthest you can go east on the map here, one of the furthest points. From there to take it all the way to the end game and find himself in the victory royale, that's a great game. That's his highlight moment. That's what you travel to New York City for. Yeah, that's for sure.
It all could have fell to pieces at that moment in time over by Paradise Palms, by the John Wick house, and then managing to keep his cool at the crazy moments there. Great plays, and I think that everyone thoroughly entertained with that. We have 2 more games though that are going to be coming up. Games 3 and 4. We're going to determine who the winner is, and I think we're waiting right now to get some words from our winner. Also, we'll get the updated standings to see where we are currently. And I have been informed that we do have an interview, but it's not just with Jacob. It's actually going to be with Jacob and the 2 people that he took out, Tfue and Cloak. Pooks, talk to me.
Thank you so much. I'm down here on the floor. I have a bunch of people around here. Who do we have? We have Tfue, we have Cloakzy, and Jacob. Our final 3 in the last game. Oh my goodness. Tfue, walk me through those final moments. Do you mind?
Well, basically, I was in the storm and I had that the entire game. I had about 40 minis, but I don't know. I just got stuck in the storm. So helped me to stay it, but flat by Jacob, so it's all good.
A little bit of animosity. We're gonna go over to this side here. Cloak, I gotta ask, what do you attribute to that? You had high ground.
I thought the zone was downhill, but it was still pulling up the hill, so I didn't wall off my back.
You were eliminated, exactly. Now, Jacob, you took both of these guys out. You won that game. Congratulations. How does it feel to take out 2 of the biggest competitors on the biggest stage in the world?
To be honest, I feel amazing, and when I was fighting with Cloakzy, I was so stressed, but because I haven't got a match, yeah. But Cloakzy fortunately didn't put the wall behind him, and I did it.
So you capitalized on Cloakzy's indiscretion there. But you know what? They're all friends. We can all get a handshake around here. We'll work on that. Thank you guys so much. Best of luck in your next games. Golden Boy, what do you think of these guys?
I think that the important thing to note here was that you're in those moments, pay attention to where that circle's going to be going, and you just don't know what that exactly. You're just got out of a crazy fight. You managed to get high ground. You know that this guy's below, and you don't see any builds coming out. So at that point in time, you're like, okay, I gotta just heal up. I gotta heal up. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah, the problem is you can't assume anything, especially in these final moments. You don't know if you're going against a pro or celebrity. And, you know, Jacob right here traveling all the way from Poland now to show up and make it happen. These guys, these foreigners are really coming here and putting on a great performance so far. We've already seen South Korea make it that nice play from earlier today, but that'll lead us right into our next option.
That's right, our standings. And hey, you mentioned it, Monster. Fortnite is a global game, and we're seeing it play out now. While he may not have gotten the win, Airwalks is in first place. Wow. With 14 eliminations, no victory royale, 28 points total. Sinnoh has been knocked down. Jake climb their way up to third. Myth now is going to be in fourth place with his teammate Michael Dreher. And then Tfue Ninja also was in 14th place. Have that. Now going to be in 7th with Marshmello. Courage still going to be in the running here. 2 more games remaining. Lots of points, and looking at the breakdown, it's not that crazy to have a big game and be able to come back into this one.
No, absolutely not. You can just tell from the points here that a lot of this is placement-based. Placement, yes, the teams that are catching heavy eliminations are doing fantastic so far. Just taking a look here, a lot of players aren't. Look at Nick A30 and Max Carver. They have 8 eliminations total. They just haven't placed. If you just squeeze in a couple placements right there, they're clearly catching the elims they need. That's all they need.
Exactly. Well, Monster, always a pleasure, my man. Our boys represent, but we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, you're going to have Zeke over here calling the action along with Monster, and we have games 3 and 4, and then we're going to crown our next Pro-Am champion. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the other side.
It's going to be Ninja, Marshmello, and Tfue and Nav, but let's find out for ourselves. Which duo are you going to be targeting on the field today?
Jordan Fisher likes to smack talk. Jordan, I'm coming for you.
Last time Tfue took me down, so I think I'm going to try and take revenge on him.
Well, I was practicing with One Shot Girl and Nick A30 and Chandler Riggs, and I know that they're going to 50, so you might catch me there.
Targeting every opponent in the game today. Any chance I get to take a shot and run, that's the name of the game. Take the shot and run.
I don't want any of these. I got a couple friends here who might not see me coming, might see me coming.
I'm going to go on the ball, late game points.
Make sure you root us on the Fortnite World Cup. I'll see you guys later.
We are here at the fan experience at the Fortnite World Cup preview day where all the pro players are here to enjoy the events. Cookie, what are you excited by?
I've seen zip lines, I've seen mini golf, I've seen Nerf guns, Kitty.
Also saw ballers. I can't wait to get into it. Let's go! We made it! We climbed up the mountain and we are preparing to zip line off into Lonely Lodge.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go on an adventure!
Kitty, we made it over to the mini spot.
Woo!
Nailed it!
Hole in one. Cookie, I had so much fun here at the fan experience preview.
So did I. If you are going to be at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend, please be sure to come by the fan experience and check it out. But for now, there's so much more Fortnite action going on, so let's head inside and check it out.
Let's go! Hey guys, it's Kitty Plays, and I'm in the player lounge, and I want to know who everyone's favorite skin is and why.
I think I like the hamburger guy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a big target, but I like the way it looks.
I say my favorite skin is probably default because I'm a default.
The bright bomber. It's so OG for me. And
me.
The Rook skin because it looks like me.
Yeah, I just kind of want to like look cool and appear intimidating.